Hey guys, interview coach Stephanie. I want to give you 5 quick interview tips if you have a last minute interview coming up. Let's say it's tomorrow and you haven't had much time to prepare. Maybe you're sitting in the car and you have an interview in 20 minutes and you just need some quick tips to get motivated. I'm going to give you 5 quick tips that I promise are going to help you stand out from all the other candidates. So, number 1, do your research. Even if you're sitting in the car right now, Google the company. Hopefully you've done that already. I hope you can at least do that. But make sure you research the company. Maybe find out how long they've been around. Don't get too bogged down with this, especially if this is like a first interview. Just have a general knowledge of the company that you're interviewing with. But I think even more important is definitely do your research on the person that you're going to be interviewing with. The person that you're going to be sitting across the table from. Do some research on them. Get on LinkedIn. Go to their profile. Where did they go to college? How long have they been at this company? Maybe you guys, if you're in the same industry, maybe you guys have worked at the same company before. And that's going to help you build connection with them. If you're working with a recruiter, definitely talk to the recruiter because he or she will be able to tell you what other candidates have experienced, what this person's interview style is like, things like that. So all these things are going to help you go in with more confidence and be really prepared. So, great, yeah? Number 2, one of my favorites, have a roadmap. How many people go into an interview or are thinking about going into an interview and you're just anxious, you're nervous, right? There's a bit of anxiety sometimes with interviewing. If you have a roadmap, it's going to help you relax. It's going to help you have confidence. So what does that mean? I literally am talking about a roadmap, a piece of paper. So bring in like a notebook, or I love my Remarkable here. It's so great. Literally a 1 sheet of paper, and I have specific things that I write down that help me to prepare for the interview. And anytime I kind of like draw a blank, or if the conversation kind of goes off the rails, I can always look down, nothing wrong with that, and reel myself back in. So I want to go into more detail and provide this method that I've developed, but I want to give you, I'll do that later. But in this video, I at least want to give you the overview of it so that you can use it right now. So here we go. At the top, company name. Under that, you're going to put the title of the position you're interviewing for. Maybe that sounds stupid, but companies call, like I'm in sales, and every company calls their sales rep something else, territory manager, account executive, whatever the case may be. You don't want to need to refer to the position that you're interviewing for and call it by the wrong name. Write it down, simple enough, right? Underneath that, interviewer name, that's easy, and their title. And then underneath that, I put every single person at the company, even the recruiter that I have had interactions with in case they ask me, because that's happened to me before. I've been in an interview and they were like, Stephanie, what recruiter are you working with? Ooh, I didn't think they were, John Smith. Yeah, so just have it written down. It's going to help you. It's going to also, like I said, help you relax. And then underneath that, I like to put like any company pertinent information. When I was doing my research on the company, was there anything important that I would want to remember? Pharmaceutical sales. Maybe there's going to be a product and it's difficult to pronounce. So you might want to write that down. And even like the pronunciation of it, some of them get real tricky. So anything like that you want to make sure that you don't forget or you want a quick reference for. Okay, so that's like 4 lines. And right underneath that, 3 to 4 open-ended questions, because they're going to give you an opportunity to do that. Then underneath that, 3 bullet points why you are the best candidate for this position. You're going to use those when you close, which comes right after that. Remind yourself to close them at least twice for the next steps. I understand that not every interview is a sales interview. However, in every interview, you're selling yourself, right? So close them for the next step at least twice, maybe 3 if you're crazy. I like going for that. Usually by that 3rd close, everyone's laughing because they know it's like very awkward. But you did it, and they're looking for that in sales. Anyway, so that's nice. So you close them 2 to 3 times. And then at the bottom, I make a little note to myself and leave space to make sure I get everybody's contact information. Everybody that is in the room with me, whether it's 1, 3, panel interview, whatever. Make sure you have everybody's contact information. More than likely, you already have it. Maybe you've been going back and forth in email. Maybe you're working with a recruiter and he already gave you that information. But leave space for it. Make sure you got everything down there because you're going to need it in tip number 5. So, great, right? Roadmap, just like this. Nice and simple. It will take you so far. If you don't take anything else away, definitely do this, okay? And then tip number 3, confidence is huge. Listen, confidence builds over time. The more you interview and the more tenured you get in what you do, you're going to have more confidence. This is something that I want to help people with one-on-one. You know, confidence is such an important part of interviewing, and just for the purposes of this video and quick tips, do a little preparation. Again, doing this is going to help a lot with your confidence, and don't be arrogant. Nobody wants arrogance. I think there's a fine line, right, between being confident and being arrogant. I've always said being confident with a little bit of humility is the sweet spot. So confidence, and definitely will build over time. Tip number 4, connection. So let's say 20 other people are interviewing for the position that you're interviewing for. There are so many resources out there to find out how to answer a question. I'm not here to help you answer interview questions. Anybody can do that. I want to show you how to stand out from all the other competitors. How do I build connection? That's how you do it. Interviewing truly is an art. It is the art of the interview. And a big part of that is building connection with who you're interacting with, even the recruiter. Everyone you're talking to, you try to build connection. So let's say you head into this interview, the best time to try and build connection is right at the beginning. Because right when you walk into the room, that's when the small talk happens, that's when the banter's going on. So it kind of like loosens the mood a little bit, you can relax a little bit, you're real nervous sitting out in the waiting room or whatever. Like, okay, let's just have a little small talk and find something to connect with each of the people that you're having a conversation with. So maybe you were on their LinkedIn, you found out that, you know, Mark is from your hometown. So bring that up. I see that you're from the same town as I am. Where did you go to high school? Look around the room. Like sometimes there's pictures or plants or whatever. Find something to connect with your interviewer on, and you can even take that and tie it into your follow-up email later, which I will do a video on follow-up emails to show you how to stand out. Yeah, okay, up and out. Here we go. So, connection. And then finally, final tip, number 5, follow-up. Follow-up is huge. Even if you're not doing a sales position, you're selling yourself, like I said. So follow-up is so important. I did a little research and I was shocked to hear that it is said that you should follow up after an interview 24 hours, at least 24 hours later, or within 24 hours. That's insane. What? You got 24 hours of follow-up? I don't know. I've always followed up immediately after the interview. So remember, in our roadmap, we were sure to get everybody's contact information so you have their email information. This is where you use it. You go home from the interview and you put together, you compose your follow-up emails. And like I said, I think I already said this, I don't know. God, guys, this is fun. This is my first video. You're going to compose a fantastic follow-up email. That's what it was. I remember talking about people building connection. You're gonna throw the personal connection. Maybe you guys were talking about a plant or something from the same hometown. Throw that in the email. It's gonna make you stand out. I send it real quick. I've been offered positions that I was probably not even qualified for based on my follow-up. It set me apart from everyone. So again, I would love to do another video on that, and I will in the future. But so anyway, follow-up and then continued follow-up as appropriate as time goes on. So, and that's something that would be great in coaching. I can coach on the follow-up. So to summarize, number 1, research both the company and the person you're interviewing with. Number 2, have a roadmap and keep it right in front of you for quick reference. Number 3, confidence. Number 4, build connection. And 5, don't forget your follow-up. And you're gonna do a great job. Hopefully you found these tips helpful. This is my first video. This is a new channel. Like, subscribe. I can't wait to do more videos like this, just giving real world interview tips, things that actually work, that have worked for me. And I can't wait to help as many people as I can. I hope you guys have a great week. Bye.